Has your kid ever asked you for money? Have you ever thought to yourself, uh, why don't you go out and get a job or something like that? The fact is, most kids need help with. No, that's not it. A couple of years ago, my son came to me and asked for some money. He was 4 years old, and I thought to myself, I could give him the money or I could teach him how to make money. I'm a business person, and so my first inclination was, let's teach him how to make money. and so a few months before that, I had decided that I wanted to get some chickens, right? We had moved into a place with a backyard, and I was like, oh my gosh, homesteading, this is going to be so awesome. And so when I asked what he wanted to do for a business, he said he wanted to sell eggs. And I was like, this is genius. We're gonna, we're gonna have this egg business and it's gonna be super cool. And so we started getting into it, and I started thinking about all the different things about what's going to go into this. I gotta get packaging. I gotta get stuff to put it in. I'm gonna actually have to start, changing the shavings on a pretty regular basis so they don't look like they got poop all over them. I got to figure out a way to store them over time so they are still in good shape without looking bad. But there were a few things that I really didn't want to do. First of all, I wanted to teach my son about how to do business, but I didn't want to start getting the situation where every Saturday I was going to go and start hawking eggs every day, every Saturday. And so that's not really something I was looking forward to. And so what I did is I decided to turn his business into something called the Saturday Egg Club. And so what we did is we would go to the neighbors and we would say, he would say this, I wouldn't say it, but we'd like to invite you to join the Saturday Egg Club. And so every Saturday they would pay in advance for the month, $20 for the month. And then every Saturday we would take them eggs on clockwork in the morning so that they didn't have to think about eggs for that week. Now, it was awesome because I only had to do the sale one time. After that, it was just all fulfillment. We'd go and we'd drop off the eggs. It would take literally about, 15 minutes a week to go and deliver the eggs. And so that was one really awesome way that I was able to help my son start a business without me having to commit every Saturday to go and sell eggs. Since then, we moved to a different city and we started a new business that does require me to go and sell all the time with the boys. So that's less stressful, but they are making way more money now and learning more lessons. And so if you are going to start a business yourself or with the kids, figure out some way to create a subscription. Some people call it continuity, just a way that you can bill people more money regularly so that you only have to sell them one time and you don't have to go out and spend the rest of your life selling to people over and over and over again. It just makes it so much easier.